Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Jean Carlos de la Rosa. De la Rosa died on Sunday, September 22nd, 2019, after he was shot in the 18,200 block of Sugarman Street in Tarzana, according to LA County coroner records. Joseph Delane Matthews, Ikori McGregor, Michael Agbula, and Alan Asenuga were subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. In September and October of 2019, defendants engaged in a series of actions involving following and robbing individuals who had purchased marijuana from illegal pop-up marijuana dispensaries in Los Angeles.
An LAPD source tells us that they got a tip regarding a series of robberies of victims after they left pop-up dispensaries.
On September 21st, 2019, defendants Matthews, McGregor, and Asenuga flew from Texas to Los Angeles and met with co-defendant Agbula, who was also from Texas but had arrived earlier. The men gathered together at a hotel near LAX. That evening, defendants McGregor, Agbula, and Asenuga were directed by defendant Matthews to a South Main Street pop-up marijuana shop in downtown LA known as Cali Plug. They arrived in a BMW SUV and were soon joined by defendant Matthews in his own vehicle. After talking with each other for a few minutes, defendant Matthews entered the dispensary and the BMW with the other three men left the parking lot. At approximately 9 p.m., Mr. Davis and victim Jean Carlos de la Rosa arrived at Cali Plug in a rented Rolls Royce, where they purchased a large quantity of marijuana products, spending over $6,000. At 9:49 p.m., as Mr. Davis and the victim left the dispensary carrying their purchases, defendant Matthews walked out behind them to his car. Mr. Davis and the victim put their purchases in the trunk of the Rolls Royce and began their drive to Tarzana. Meanwhile, defendant Matthews had returned to his car in the parking lot and soon commenced a lengthy phone call with defendant McGregor in the nearby BMW SUV. Defendant Matthews followed behind the Rolls Royce and defendant McGregor was behind Matthews as they left. While traveling to Tarzana, defendant McGregor followed the Rolls Royce and sent location pins to defendant Matthews to show the path they were traveling. They all reached the Tarzana Airbnb home where the victim was staying at approximately 10:30 p.m. There, defendant Asenuga approached Mr. Davis and the victim with a firearm, demanding their valuables and marijuana. Defendants McGregor and Agbula then approached and directed Mr. Davis and the victim to open the trunk where the marijuana had been stored. After having difficulty opening the trunk, defendant Asenuga shot 3 times, hitting the victim once in the torso, leading to his death. Defendant McGregor took a cross necklace from the victim's neck before leaving the scene. After the robbery, Mr. Davis attempted to help the victim and noted that the victim's cross necklace was missing. Video showed defendant McGregor wearing what appeared to be this necklace when the defendants later met at their hotel. Following the robbery and murder, defendants McGregor, Agbula, and Asenuga returned to their hotel, where video showed them entering with boxes consistent with those taken from the victims. Defendant Matthews arrived at the hotel approximately 40 minutes later and was later observed leaving with defendant McGregor carrying a similar box. On October 19, police observed defendant Matthews and McGregor and 2 other men conducting surveillance of another illegal pop-up marijuana dispensary in Los Angeles. The next day, on October 20th, defendant Matthews and McGregor returned to the location in a van with the other 2 men. When a white pickup truck loaded with marijuana products left the dispensary after closing, defendants Matthews, McGregor, and the 2 other men in their van followed the pickup truck for approximately 20 miles as they drove to Santa Clarita. Police, in an effort to avert a possible robbery, pulled the truck off the freeway. The van carrying defendants and the other 2 men followed the truck and the police to a parking lot. Once parked, the van was surrounded by police and the occupants were detained. A search of the van revealed masks, zip ties, and a replica firearm, and approximately 4 pounds of marijuana. Defendants Matthews and McGregor were both arrested. Defendants Matthews and Agbula were charged with conspiracy to commit robbery, sale or transportation of marijuana, 2 counts of second-degree robbery, and attempted second-degree robbery. Defendants McGregor and Asenuga were charged with the same offenses, as well as first-degree murder. Following the trial, the jury convicted Matthews and Agbula of 2 counts of sale or transportation of marijuana, conspiracy to commit robbery, 2 counts of second-degree robbery, and attempted second-degree robbery. They were both sentenced to 9 years and 8 months in state prison. The jury convicted defendants McGregor and Asanuga of 2 counts of sale, transportation of marijuana, conspiracy to commit robbery, 2 counts of second-degree robbery, attempted second-degree robbery, and first-degree murder. They were both sentenced to 25 years to life plus 4 years and 8 months in state prison. Jean Carlos de la Rosa was 24 years old at the time of death.